Hello everyone, it's Tara here, the Planner.Llama, with another haul and plan with me and a little bit of a story time, I suppose. So here I have little Michael's haul that I did. As most people know already, the Michael stores have been clearing out the old and starting to bring in the new. And for this trip total, I saved $25.96. This would have cost me $47 just for these items, and that's pretty crazy. So I got this tube here of washi, and I'm not sure if it's gonna focus. I mean, I could take them all out, but that could take us a little while. Let's see if I can get that to focus. So you can see, like, there's different pattern ones. There's some foiled. Actually, that does look to be hollow foiled. I fell in love with it because of these llamas. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Maybe. It's been one of those days, you know? And then there's some more llama washi here, and this washi here. And I really like this gold up here. So I got that for $11.97 Canadian, and it was regular $30 for this tube. And I'll put that over there. Then I got this sticker, and it's basically a set of different stickers, and you get 2 sheets of each, and it was $5, and I got it for $1.77. So you'll get 2 pages of this right here, and you got basically, you can use those as full boxes and your checklist and your check marks, and it is of hollow foiling. And then you have some more icons and boxes, and you get 2 of each. Really pretty, really drew me. I'm trying to make sure I'm actually in frame here. I apologize for that. It really drew me to it, and I really like this page too. Really pretty. I mean, I could have showed you all just the ideal of them on the back of the package. You can, you know what, I'll put that in there later. But it's not as pretty as actually showing you this beautiful foiling. So let me just push the camera out a little bit here. See if that helps. So I was on the edge, like I was like, not the edge, sorry, the fence. I was like, do I really want to buy these? Because they're paper refills for the Happy Planner Classic. And then I saw the price. They were $2.40 a pack, and you get 40 sheets in each. And with this one here, you get the light blue, the green, the pink, and the purple. And it is of the bullet journal type. And then this one here, I believe, yes, you get on the front side, it says "You Go Girl" with the date. And on the back side, it's just the Happy Planner black and white stripe along the side. So for $2.40 each, I wasn't going to pass them up. Let's see. And then I'm going to show you a find that I found. Actually, my sister turned me on to these. And I have been waiting for the stores to get some more 0.5 fine tipped pens, and she introduced me to these, and they're 0.4. I don't know if that will focus. Let's see, will it? I can't really tell. Well, anyway, it's super fine, black. They're made in Korea, and they're Bic Intensity Fine markers. And let's see if I could get that to show up. Maybe. It's very fine tip. And what I really love about these marker pens is they're very extremely lightweight. Like, the best way I could describe holding this is to take a plastic straw. I know, controversy, right? Just saying that alone. So anyway, the weight of a straw, like maybe a little bit heavier. These are wonderful, and I've been using them for my planner and my pen pal letter writing, and it is making like wonders on my hands. Like, they're definitely something that I am keeping. That's why I bought an extra pack, mainly because my boyfriend was like, oh, I like that, and took the other pens.
Okay, so let's get into this plan with me and my classic happy planner. So I am planning for August 12th to August 18th, and I'm using a kit from Beyond Paper Flowers, the cat naps, and I'll point out to the little paw. When you look at it on its side, you can see the two little nibs at the top of the paw pad actually look like ears, and if you were to draw a little face, you'll never see your cat's paw the same again. It looks like a little teddy bear. I will try to insert a flash clip of what I am talking about so you have a better idea. So here you'll see me looking at some washi because the kit didn't come with it. Some kits do, some don't. And you'll see me searching for other stickers just because I'd like to have a more complete look. Now the boxes and stuff are for the Erin Condren, but I've always been able to make Erin Condren work for my happy planner. So you'll see it all just come together. Typically I put down my today headers and not my to-do. But after I noticed my little mistake and flaw, I decided that it wasn't that big of a deal and I could do my top to-dos for 3 things that I have to do during the day. They're my 3 set goals. So a little bit about me is most people know that I worked with cat rescue for some time, and really it has not stopped. It's still ongoing. I don't think you can ever get out of animal rescue. It's just something that's always been a part of my life ever since I was a child, and I have my mom to thank for that because she was always helping animals, and it just came over and helped us want to help animals as we were growing up. Here you'll see me grabbing my little tweezers because without my fingernails lately I've been having a hard time. Like I have fingernails but they're not really long. I've been having a hard time lining things up straight. So I'm using these little tweezers that I got in a nail kit. So about the cats. So with it being just past International Cat Day, I wanted to share how I got my little buddy. And that's his name. Sometimes I call him Mr. Buddy or Bubba. I had a cat for 10 years that was a rescue. I rescued her and her family. I found them in a box by a river, and I had her. They've all been homed, and right now there only is one remaining sibling, and they're doing really well. Sorry, my throat got a little dry there. So after 10 years with this one cat, I decided when she passed away, I would never ever get another cat, that I just wanted the freedom to go out and do whatever I want, like leave for a whole week and not have to worry about an animal at home. And I know like you can hire people to watch your animal, but to me I just don't feel okay with that, and I wouldn't want to put the stress on my animal, pet, if you will. So it was a huge tragedy. Like I really did miss her, and I decided like no more animals. And 2 months down the road, I had been in and out of shelters and pet stores that actually have rescued animals in their shop, and I've been able to just pet them and walk away and just get my kitty fix and be happy and content with that. And what happened was, one time I had driven from the city to my hometown and I was visiting with my sister, and she said, you have to come and see this cat. And she had already tried getting me interested in this cat a week beforehand by sending me photos and saying like, oh, he's so cute, you have to come and see him. I really didn't want to go. I just had a feeling that I should not go and see this cat, and at the same time I had the feeling I needed to see this cat. So I literally just went grocery shopping. I was on my way back to the city with my boyfriend, and I had a really long day and I just wanted to go home and relax. And she insisted that I go and meet this cat, so I did. And I went and I said, yeah, it's a very beautiful cat. And it started pawing at me through the cage. So I was like, okay, you know, You're cute. Okay, I see you. But it really kept reaching for me. So I asked the lady, do you mind if I open the cage to pet it? Next thing I know, this little kitten is in my arms. And little is kind of an understatement. He was really big for a 4-month-old kitten. And he had the longest tail ever that I've ever seen. And I had joked that if I were to get a new cat ever, I would want a Bengal because they're very active and they're outdoorsy and it would keep me on my toes. Well, little did I know, as I'm holding this cat at the time named Snow, that I would literally find my new love. So I'm holding this cat and he is not squirming. He's letting me rub his ears, everything. And the lady at the store said, you know, I have not seen him ever take to anybody like that since he's got here. You should adopt him. And all I was thinking as she was telling me like the adoption process was, I cannot adopt this cat, just keep smiling. You're gonna put the cat down, you're gonna walk away, somebody else is gonna get this cat. Well, it didn't work that way. I felt a magnetic energy. I could not put this kitten down. And when he turned and looked up at me with those gorgeous golden eyes and gave me the tiniest little meow, I looked over at my sister and then I looked at my boyfriend and said, I want him. We have to adopt him. And I just remember the look of Jason's face like, sweetie, I don't know. And I said, here, hold him. And as soon as Jason held him, he was like, oh, you're cute. And we couldn't put him down. So literally right there and then, I said, if we adopt him today, does he come home with us today? And the lady said, yes, you just need a carrier. So my sister called her boyfriend and told him, get the carrier ready because Tara's adopting a cat. And long story short, I ended up walking around the store, buying a new litter box, litter, cat food, toys, you name it, this cat was getting it. And when we got him home, it was just such a pleasant surprise, and he's one of the best decisions we've ever made in our lives. He did enjoy going for walks for a short period of time. He enjoyed being in the water. He basically thought he was a dog and still does. He still plays in the water here at home in the tub. He doesn't really want to go outside, although he's curious. He loves to play fetch, and if I can find a video clip, I'll try to insert it so you guys can see at the end of the video. And he really is just great, and we couldn't come up with a name. Actually, that was quite a dilemma. I wanted to name him Artemis because he was pure white, and well, he had like a tiny tuft of gray, which is kind of a secret because I know where it is, and there's actually only like 3 tiny little hairs, maybe 1 now that are left, and he's pretty much pure white. So I wanted to name him Artemis, but Jason was like, no, not that name. And I said, well, let's name him Yeti because he's all white. We even toyed with like calling him Butter or Sugar, and nothing was settling. Like it just, nothing worked. So every time he would cry for food or a toy, or he'd want to come and sit on our lap or wanted to play, we were like, what's going on, buddy? Are you okay, buddy? And before you knew it, I said, why don't we just call him Buddy? But we were reluctant to that name as well. But in the long run, we ended up calling him Buddy. And it's perfect. He's our little buddy, and we would not change it at all. It was like the universe was saying, this is your cat. You have to be in there. You have to look. So that's the story of how I got my cat. And, you know, he's been there during some of the most hardest times in our lives that had happened in the last 2 years, and we could not picture how hard it would have been if we hadn't have adopted him. So we're very grateful that everything happened the way it did, and we're very much like, we're very happy with the L.A.W.S program. It's the animal rights shelter in the area that helps the animals, and I'll link their information down below, so if you want to donate, no pressure, you don't have to. If you're just curious about them, I'll have all their information down below. I'll also link both of these shops down below. But they do amazing work, and really I saved a lot of money adopting my cat rather than just getting a free kitten. A lot of people get a free kitten and then they never get it vaccinated. I highly recommend that you do go to the vet, you do get vaccinations, you do get your animal fixed, and help control the cat population. Sorry to sound like a public service announcement, but it really does make a difference in the long run. So with L.A.W.S, I only paid about $200 to adopt my cat. He was fixed, he was vaccinated, and everything else that you needed, microchips. If you were to do that all on your own, you're looking up to $700 plus. So really, you're getting a deal. Not only are you getting a lifelong friend, but you're getting a good deal. So it's always good to give back to the organizations that I don't know how they can survive doing things as cheaply as they do. And recently the L.A.W.S headquarters was able to build on a new cat wing, so that's very exciting. They'll be able to help out more animals, and it's exciting times. Yeah, I'll link their information below. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to watch the screen and my voiceover all at one time, and we're cutting it close, so I'm hoping that I can do this right for once. I really do want to thank you for joining me in this plan with me and the story about how I got my cat Buddy, and I really do think that adopting is better than just getting an animal for free, and everyone should look into it. I also pulled the washi from the new set that I bought from Michaels, and I think it really pulled this kit together. Like, this kit before, I think it had a pastel feeling to it, and then just the way that the washi and the headers from Coffee Brain Plans pulled in, I think it really pulled the color. Like, I see more of a purple in all the pages, in all the stickers, and I see the pink. Here you'll also see me using Plannermania crocheting. You'll see me using from Inspired Ever After the Pen Pal sticker. I'm going to set aside time this week to make sure I get caught up on some of my letters. You'll also see me using the Folded Laundry typed out writing from Inspired Ever After. I will link the shops below that I've used in this spread, and you'll see me add these pom-poms, little bookmarks, just to kind of complete it overall, and also easier for me to turn the pages. Those were actually found at the Dollarama. So I'm really happy with how everything turned out. I love how the purple washi really went great with this kit, and I'm overall satisfied. I want to thank you for watching and listening to my little bit of a story, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And if you could give this video a thumbs up, maybe comment down below if you have a cat or what kind of animal you have. Thank you for watching. Happy planning. Bye-bye.